It's that TV soap survivor, Crossroads. Open the box on episode 4169. Enter Mickey Doyle.
Right. Turn over!
What?
Television.
It's sprawling and boring and slovenly and full of irrelevancies.
I like the fantasy.
Open the box, open the box, open the box, open the box.
Please join us once again next week when once again I will be able to say, come on down! The right is right!
Here's my answer to the critics.
Open the box.
Where Claudius?
Right, settle down.
Did you just spread the one that's out of the back?
Right, from the top then, loves, please.
Is the fairy down there, Kat?
Yes, she is. Oh, she's lasted well, hasn't she?
Yes,
No.
What?
Here you are.
She's lasted well, yes.
Okay, I can do it on you. Right, we'll set up for a take, please.
Are you happy down there, Paul?
Yeah. Cute.
Have you got the fairy down there, Kat?
Oh, yes. Here we are. She's lasted well, hasn't she?
About the only thing left over from the old days.
Yeah, been a lot of changes this year, hasn't there?
Okay. Yes, I'm afraid I decided I wanted to change things as I often do. I thought the overall tone of the episodes was a little dour, and as we're approaching Christmas, I felt that with the rape, with the psychiatrist, with Mrs. Meacher and Kath Brownlow in Open Warfare, we needed wherever to get a bit of levity into the scripts, and of course, where possible, a bit of humour.
And quiet, please.
Can I just go for the shot top again?
Cue action, cue lights.
Hello, Benny. That looks very nice.
In Britain, in an average week, viewers could watch 24 episodes, or 14 hours, 5 minutes of soap operas from Britain, Australia and America.
They were on the train and they fell off and smashed it with an accident. I didn't mean...
All right, Benny. Some get broken every year. It's inevitable. Anyway, I bought a few more. So pretty, I couldn't resist them.
Of all the soaps, Crossroads is one of the longest running, most popular and most criticised.
That's lovely. It's much better than Mrs. Chance's old Mary. I'll go and put it up.
This film follows a new character being introduced into just one 22-minute episode of Crossroads.
Nicola Freeman.
Yes. Do I know you?
I should hope so. Cannons.
Mickey?
When Crossroads began in 1964, it was intended that the cast should be small, but that new characters could be introduced from time to time. Since then, over 1,200 characters have come and gone from Crossroads Motel.
Di?
Hello?
Diane Norton. Hey, you've changed. Prettier than ever.
By the way, let me introduce you to Jane. She's our new waitress, so I'm just showing you around the place.
Oh, hello, Jane.
Mrs.
Hello.
Cunningham, one of our chefs.
Oh, great. Greg Owen.
Rushmore Road. You've got a good memory.
Hello, Stanley.
Oh, the return of the wanderer.
Was Sheila back again?
Yeah, night before long.
Oh, nobody told me.
Hello, David. Nice to see you again after all this time.
Hello, Sandy.
Hello, Sheila.
Good to see you back.
You too, long time no see.
Hello, I'm awfully sorry. Mister?
Chance. Adam Chance. Mrs. Mortimer will know who I am.
Miranda.
Hello, David.
Lovely to see you.
She looked wonderful.
And you're?
I'm Nicola Freeman.
Welcome to Crossroads Motel.
He's a scramble. I've got my box. There's two of each. How's this cricket?
Okay, let's turn our attention to the new character, that of Mickey Doyle, the long-lost brother of Nicola Freeman. What do you all think?
I quite like the idea that he's not very used to women and might be a bit not very good with them.
When we're talking about the character of Mickey Doyle here.
I think we need somebody who's not all that good with women, because all these smooth charmers around. Sickening.
Well, that's about all the men in this show have got going for them, isn't it?
We have to be very careful that we're not creating someone who's a wimp. And
wimp is a word completely alien to what I've got in mind.
Good, good.
It must be Clint Eastwood.
Does he?
We're ready now, Francis.
Hello. How are you? Nice to see you. Hi, nice to see you.
Hello, nice to meet you. Right, let's get your details down first. Can you lose the accent at all?
Yes.
So if we do a bit of reading here, we can do it without your natural charming accent.
Yeah.
Now, the character's name is Mickey Doyle. He's between 30 and 35. He's the brother to one of the running characters in Crossroads. They haven't seen each other for 20 years.
But he's got to be very different to our Nicola Freeman character as well in terms of
It's quite nice if he's actually a bit nervous around Nicola, because after all, she's pretty attractive.
Yeah, it's pretty damn glamorous.
And a bit of the old incestuous thing there.
Steady, steady. I don't think that's...
No, but an uncomfortableness with her glamour.
We've got two scenes here, so if you'd like to read this first one.
Okay.
Yes.
Right.
Like it?
Like it? I can't get over it. My sister, a big executive.
Like it? Can't get over it. My sister, a big executive.
Like it? I can't get over it. My sister, a big executive.
You think you've got problems? I used to have a kid brother whose voice hadn't broken. Now he's a great hunk in a uniform.
No, he's not a mummy's boy particularly. No, I don't think that. He doesn't get on with his mother
Would you
that
prefer
well.
that he was action man in the soldier's uniform?
I just like. I would like him to
gripping hands and eagle
be the
eyes.
strong silent type. I know, with not necessarily with any major hang-ups
But
at
if
all.
he's strong and silent, then we've got
No,
nothing
Jack
to
Thompson.
have one major hang-up.
I mean, I think he's got quite a temper, actually.
Yes,
I think
he
he's
can
got.
have a
I think he
temper.
really.
Yes.
Yeah, I do think he
Because
has
his blood
because
pressure
he's
goes
quite
up.
volatile. I think.
Yeah.
And I think that comes from the booze. I really think it does.
Keep that back.
Yeah, absolutely. Because I think what he's probably going to do at some point, he's going to really be. He's going to really
What
pip somebody.
sort of drunk is he? I mean, how does he get when he gets drunk?
Well,
Violent,
here
maudlin?
he's getting jolly.
He's a happy
Jolly.
But if he goes over that with another bottle.
Why did you do it?
He made me feel I had to, that I owed it to him. Does that answer all your questions?
Where is he now?
Now, why, you're going to rough him up, take recompense for your sister's honour.
You think I wouldn't?
Now, that's it. If it's all the same to you, can we please drop it?
Or you, how much longer have we got to wait for this grub?
Or you? How much longer do we have to wait for this grub?
Okay, let's leave it there, and I'll be. I don't know quite what the next stage is. I mean, because we wanted to do some screen tests, but unfortunately the facilities fell through last week. So but maybe I might be able to jack those up again. But if not, I just need to go away and think about it. It'll be just down to, I guess, down to what I want now, because their performance is very, very good, very, very good. All right. Fantastic. Okay. Okay. Nice to see you again. Thanks very much for coming in.
Nice to meet you.
And if this doesn't work out by any chance or whatever, but it's really good to meet you anyhow. Okay, great. I mean, thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
And
See you
be
soon,
in touch.
Thank you. Thanks,
Okay.
pal. Bye-bye.
Right. Very good.
Yes.
Yep. That's what makes it so difficult.
You're all familiar as film studies students with getting stick for studying popular cinema. And I think many people, popular cinema is quite a bad enough thing for university students to study. However, popular television is worse. And I'm sure you've all found in the last couple of weeks when you've been saying that we're looking at popular television, that people just think it's the course is a bit of a DOS to do popular television. Anyway, of course, now we're going to be looking at the worst of the worst. I mean, of all soap operas, really, Crossroads is, I think, the one that's considered absolutely the worst. And I think several people have mentioned the Radio Rentals ad. we really need to ask ourselves about the massive popularity of these programmes, and especially think about the pleasure that one gets from watching soap opera in general and Crossroads in particular.
I did used to rush home from work. I can remember doing that, you know, years ago, before I got married when I worked. I can remember rushing home because I used to work till, I think it was 4:30, half-hour's journey, and then it was through the rush hour. I remember looking at my watch. I remember doing that.
Is it the fact of watching it so regularly over such a very long period of time that's what involves you in it?
Yeah, you can't help but get involved because you're sort of following their little lives, you know, and you're interested in what they're doing. Although you accept yourself that it is only acting, you can't help but get involved, you know.
Well, I only watch it when I'm in here with me tea. I mean, I'm in here and she brings me my cup of tea and I'll just watch it then. Otherwise, it's not my sort of programme.
Why not?
Well, I'm more action. I like the action films, action programmes.
There's a way in which I think you often find that people who like soap operas, as we've found by talking about it a bit, feel that it's not really a pleasure, it's not a proper thing to like. It's okay to like Godard films, it's okay to stay up on Monday nights and watch the 11th hour. But to have to rush home to watch soaps is a slightly different matter. But I think also there's that class edge to it. So if we pull that together, I think we can say something about the social image or the social status of soap operas. I think we can say that really they're thought of as bad programmes. I think often they're thought of as cheap programmes. And my own argument would be that quite a lot of this low social status is to do with the fact that they're also thought of as women's programmes. And so I think we begin to raise all sorts of questions about how we should judge popular television. Do you just judge popular television, as it were, on the ratings basis? Loads of people watch it, it must be good. Do you judge it in relation to criteria that you develop for popular television itself? Do you compare it with single plays, great tragic works, whatever?
Can you imagine with 5 children what it's like? You get to see it, but you don't get to hear it. You know, and that's why I'm always saying to shush and be quiet. I mean, I spend more time doing that than I should be watching the programme, you know.
Ladies and gentlemen, may I have attention please? We're now approaching Birmingham New Street.
He looks rugged, he's big, he's got a good line and funny chat, and he covers up very well. But there's this hollow inside.
I want to clearly establish that Mickey's a hard-drinking man.
He's going to be something to drool over.
Thank you. I'm trying to get to Bradford.
He can't sustain a relationship. I mean, he can talk to girls normally in sort of bars or chat to them or whatever, but as soon as it comes down to actually sort of, then he's in trouble.
I'm not actually sure myself.
Mickey has an awkward street charm. Not rough diamond, but a little rough around the edges. He's going to be a Birmingham lad.
I suppose you're going to hold on to all the secrets and not tell us what's happening like the rest of them.
That's it.
We used to pump Jack Barton and he wouldn't tell us.
Quite right. What is accommodation like in the city? Is it a problem the same way as it is in London?
We used to have a regular. A cross between the Crossroads Motel and Ambridge. In Westfield Road, Edgbaston.
Yes.
The little old lady doesn't do it anymore, so they've all gone out. But she used to look after everybody. You could either be half of the Arches or half of Crossroads, and they used to find you down there.
Oh, it's fine. Thank you.
Money's all right?
Yeah.
I think that he's somebody who's never really grown up inside. I think he's still at heart very much a boy, a schoolboy.
Yes, he's a problem child, yes.
Hello.
Harold Wolfenden,
Thank you. Hello, pleased to meet you.
Do come in.
Okay. Hello, how are
You
you?
are my long lost brother, presumably.
Yes, we've actually worked before in Kenny One Teeth. I cracked her back for you or something. I don't know.
That's
Anyway.
right. Yes, of course. Come in anyway.
Come in, let's...
He's my brother, everybody.
Hello.
No, Yellow 12 was the last one I've done, which I think was the one before they're doing now. So we're now... No, we haven't finished the morning. We'll still... No, we can't because you're here.
Can I introduce Martin Smith?
Hello.
Who's playing Mickey
Hello.
Doyle?
Pleased to meet you.
Patrick
Hello.
Jordan, John Lyne.
Pleased to meet you.
Pamela Daisy.
Hello.
Who else have we got? The Stano here.
Hello, pleased to meet you.
Am I what?
12.
I don't know anybody.
That's my kid. Thing where you told me about Hong Kong.
It's the last one.
Do you always know about the plans for new characters?
Oh, we read them in the Sun.
Really? Yes, we get all our information from the newspaper.
I don't get out of bed until I read the Sun.
Then you get back into bed really quick.
Is it true? Does it ever turn out to be true?
Oh, yes. That's what's frightening about it.
How do you sort of feel? I mean,
Somebody's leaking it.
What's going to happen to you in the sun first before somebody tells you?
Insecure. Depends, of course, what they say.
Yeah.
But quite insecure when you sort of hear that you're being moved on to other fields. You just don't know.
Time to go, darling. Goodbye.
I wanted to create a new dynasty, not dynasty as in the show, but a new family owning Crossroads, and that's what I've done.
Crossroads has always been a family-type operation. In the beginning, it was run by a family.
The Richardsons.
Yeah, we still have one of them with us, in fact.
Jill Chance. Well,
Done your homework.
Somebody new, isn't it? It's another new face. I like a bit of change, but I don't like too many changes, though.
Would you continue that family tradition?
well, obviously we'll want to continue with the same kind of friendly, courteous service. But there will have to be several changes. Some of them quite drastic, I suppose.
Yeah, but I think it was needed because she's brought a bit of glamour into it. Because, I mean, let's face it, she's very glamorous. And she wears all the clothes that we all like to think we could wear if we were that kind of stature, you know. And I like her. Because I've watched her in other programmes as well. And, I mean, she's always been okay.
I used to watch it years ago, and it's the old Crossroads with Meg and Sandy and Jill when she was younger, and Stan, and now it's just so glamorised. It's completely different.
She's not the sort of cold executive. She's not like.
But they're suggesting she is, but there's something underneath.
I don't think she's constructed as a dynasty character.
No, look, they aren't really.
I mean, I think she's supposed to add glamour or whatever. There's that real tension between, on one hand, the kind of dynasty glamour, the dress, all that stuff, and the much more homely stuff. I mean, the nicknames, stuff with the motel. And it seems that, to me, that's a real part of the things that Crossroads are playing with at the moment. On one hand, it's family, and it's kind of chatty, and it's on early in the evening. On the other hand, it has these little hints of sex and glamour.
Yeah.
And I wonder how Mickey's going to fit into that.
13 of the pink, please. Nicola and Mickey for scene 13 of the pink, please.
Oh, Miranda, on your way out? This is my brother, Mickey Doyle. Miranda, my personal secretary.
Pleased to meet you. Oh, pleased to meet you.
Miranda's off to Bermuda for a couple of weeks.
Lucky old Miranda. I don't suppose you've got room in your suitcase?
He's waiting.
Just a thought.
Today we heard you're going to Bermuda, I think.
Yes.
What does that actually mean?
Well, it's like a holiday. She's been raped and it's upset her a lot, so she's going to have
Well,
a
they
holiday.
have to sort of write us out at various times because there's too many storylines or whatever. But at this particular time, my parents in the programme are meant to be millionaires.
Will you excuse me? I've just got to get
So I am now assumed that I will go off to Bermuda to spend Christmas with my parents, who live there all the time, you see.
So actually, are you leaving?
No, I'll be out for a month, and then we'll do all the court case and stuff, and then I'm actually leaving. My leaving date is Christmas. That's when I finish for good.
I think it would be better if Miranda just disappears. Instead of
You mean
planning
NWOL?
instead of planning her disappearance, she disappears, and then you can talk about that in the next lot where she's gone. As it is, it's all repetitive. You've got Pat planning to go to college, you've got Adam planning to go to Hong Kong, Miranda planning to go to Bermuda.
Also, Miranda is the one person who can't go without explanation because she's in the middle of a police investigation.
Well, exactly, but you can establish the fact that she's, her disappearance won't matter because the case isn't going to come up for a long time, and she's getting absolutely pissed off with all the pressure, and she suddenly disappears. I think it's far more dramatic than sort of buying tickets for Bermuda and this sort of stuff. And then where is she?
People get terribly attached. I mean, people always call me Miranda. They never ever say, hey, aren't you on Crossroads? They refer to me immediately as Miranda. And I have a feeling that the way I'm being written out may have quite a strong effect on the people who follow the programme. Well, the guy that came in to do the rape, who's a very fine actor, but he was only here for 2 weeks, I said to him, you've just got to lay low for November, because I have a feeling that he's going to be walking down a street somewhere and someone's going to go, it's him, and rush into the nearest police station and report it. But they do tend to seize on things like that and get, very involved.
People are always applying for jobs here. The moment we say we're looking for a new waitress or something, they all come flooding in. Because they know it's not real, and yet they still write in and say, they'll write a sort of joking and say, but actually if there is a position, I have worked at such and such, and I have done this, and could you please consider me? It's most odd. It's a sort of dual thing.
I don't sort of go to the extent where some people will write letters and say, oh, I'm sorry to hear about you. If something's happened in the episode, and they genuinely believe that that has really happened in true life. I'm not that fanatical.
I really do think that's weird.
They get too emotionally involved. They sort of, they put themselves in the position of those people that are actually on the programme. And they relate to it as if it's happening in real life. They can't get it through the thick skin sometimes that it is only a programme after all, and that they are actors. Hey! Right, you can make as much noise as you like now for 2 whole minutes.
Anne-Marie, Benny, Adam and Mickey for scene 8 of the Pink.
And we're onto that blue thing, aren't we, as well?
To put out nearly 2 hours of drama in 3 days is just ridiculous, we achieve miracles in a little way, and whatever the critics say, I've often said it would be nice if they could, if they could carry little CFAX subtitles underneath. We've done this under duress, under the most amazing conditions. We've produced this amount of drama.
Mother didn't say anything.
I told you I had one letter from her, and it was as cagey as... Well, about as cagey as you're being now.
I'll tell you when you drop it.
Fine, come on, fire away.
He's still there, is he?
Well, how much longer are we going to wait for this grub?
His name's Anthony, and I think he comes from Nottingham, doesn't he?
Yes, he does. He's been coming here for
yes.
years, and he's got millions of photographs of everybody. Bless him.
And at Christmas, he brings us presents, always individually wrapped, all signed for each one of us. And he sends us the photographs to us in our mail.
He just loves the show, and he sort of lives for the show. It's really quite touching. He's very discreet. He just follows you around 24
He'll wait
Very
outside,
sweet.
so he
wait
never
for you,
bursts in here or anything. I mean, he quite understands that we have a job of work to do, and the end product is something that he loves, so he'll just wait for us to go to the loo or catch us as we're leaving, really.
That's Gabrielle Drake, a lovely new member of the cast who is very nice, and the first time I met her was in March. That's Jane Rossington, who I know very well, the longest-running member of the cast. Another nice member, Philip Goodhue, who plays Daniel Freeman, Gabrielle's stepson.
Why particularly Crossroads? I mean, how about you?
I've always followed Crossroads since I was very small child. And the plots are very intriguing and very interesting.
What do you think about all the changes now? Is it?
I like it, yes. It's very different, isn't it?
It is.
It's nice having people like Susan's done in it, which reminds you of all the old things and the new things.
The viewers are so fond of you as Adam and Jill. How do you view yourselves? I mean, as the characters or as actor and actress?
Oh, actor and actress, definitely, I would say. It is your life in their hands, though, because he will often say, I mean, she'll say to me, darling, you'd never say that. You'd never behave like that. And, Adam is very varied, as indeed, Jill can be very varied. I think, goodness gracious, she's back on the Valium again. I mean, there is no way that Jane Rossington organised Lady. But you just take what the character each week is.
Some of the things I do, if this was real life, you would smack my bottom, I think, and say enough of that.
I just take people down to the river and have my way with them.
Yes, you've been a bit of a rogue.
I was a rogue. I was a definite rogue when I started. Old age has smoothed the corners off, unfortunately.
And I was always very much on the straight and narrow, but gosh, when I fell, I fell.
I'll get in.
Crossroads went out now, Jill.
Oh, right.
Hello, Jill. Jill? Jill, are you all right?
Well, it's coming off these pills, you see. I feel all dizzy and I've got cramps and my heart feels funny. I need help, Adam.
I'll be right over.
Oh, Adam.
Yes, Jill.
I was thinking out of my mind.
So how are things going now? You're on a bit smoother or a rocky patch at the moment?
We've had a bad time, yes. It appears that I've had a wander, and in actual fact I haven't, with Nicola Freeman, our managing director. And I didn't have my way with her at all, but it's left Jill a bit miffed. That's the word, isn't it, in the scripts? Jill is miffed. And Adam minces, it said, instead of winces.
How do you feel? You're not mad about it, are you? I can tell.
I love names. This is Nicola's nickname.
I just don't puddings. It's anything but puddings.
But it's just
Sewage.
it's the opposite. The one that's like, no, that's nice.
It's something which will...
Well, whatever. Use it and say, let's read the scene.
It should be cut the first three on page 14. I see, sorry. Executive, following character's example. All goes way back. Before I knew her as Nicola. I mean, what am I supposed to call her? Knickers?
No, I think we've got to decide now, actually.
Why? It's only one word.
I say so.
Yes, but it says a lot about the relationship between Mickey and Nicola.
No, I think it just tells you a lot what Nicola looked like when she was a kid.
Why do we call them Mickey and Nicky?
No, not Nicky, Knickers.
Right. So, it's just you and me then. Knickers?
Sorry.
That's okay.
Some things that you have to say you couldn't possibly. I mean, if I have to murder somebody, I couldn't do it. Yes, I couldn't murder somebody. Oh, a few odd times.
Really, Tony, that's interesting.
How realistic do you find the script?
Pass. I don't know. I mean, for a start, I've never seen a loo in Crossroads, so I think that sums it up. We don't have weekends. We have Christmas. We did Christmas today.
I bought a few new decorations. There we are.
Oh, that's much nicer than that other bit, that old fairy.
So fun again, yeah?
Be careful, mind.
Nicola Freeman.
Yes? Do I know you?
Isn't it a better cliffhanger? This sort of
Oh, it's lovely.
Mickey, Puddin and so on, and he puts his arms around her. I think it's a great cliffhanger. And I think you lose it if he does. She just goes, hey?
No.
Right, and cue action, cue lights.
Oh, hello, Benny. Oh, well, that looks very nice. Did you do it all by yourself?
Well, Mrs. Brownlow and Mrs. Chance did help me.
Ah, well, lovely.
I'm sorry about your balls.
Sorry?
Well, I smashed them with an accident and fell off a tree.
It's all right, Benny. If you get broken every year, it's inevitable. Anyway, look, I bought some new decorations. They're pretty. I just couldn't resist them. Yeah?
Oh, they're really nice. Thanks.
And I bought a new fairy for the top of the tree.
Oh, that's lovely. It's much better than Mrs. Chance's old fairy. Shall I put it up?
Yeah, well, mind how you go.
Yeah. I mean, I'm worried about the premise, as I said.
Nicola Freeman.
Yes? Sorry, do I know you?
I should hope so. Carrots.
Mickey?
No. Yes, but then the only way it'll work is that if he becomes a real pest, and I don't believe that the character... No, exactly, the character we've created, there's no way he's going to make a use of himself in that way. I don't see it, anyhow. Because if it was a continuing situation... I'm just watching, actually, on Martin's first scene go through. He has worked out very well, hasn't he? Have you... right, when does it actually go to air?
Well, we're going for a take on this, but it just might be lucky, you never know.
Okay, well, we need an empty glass then.
Harold?
Once you actually see a character